Good morning. After alphabets for my little angel, ABCD of my life's lessons, and ABCD of leadership. So I now started ABCD of management. I mean, these are all things are the lessons I learned in my life. In 1996, my immediate boss, Don Weaver, while doing appraisal for me, told me that everything is excellent for you. I mean, like we used to have 1 to 5 for better performance. Everything is fine. I said, but one thing I feel you have to do it. I asked him, what is that? He said, you have to follow up. I mean, if you give a job to somebody, then you have to follow up with them. So I was at the time young and didn't learn the alphabets, as you know. I asked him, anytime do you recall giving any work to me, and then was there a need for you to follow up with me? He said, no, no, no. In fact, you always came back with the results much before the target line, and I'm glad about it. But when you give the job to somebody or delegate to somebody, you need to follow up. So at that time, I said, I don't want you to follow up with me. That is the reason why I complete my job, before the target. And in fact, uh, I come back and report to you the status before you ask me. So I expect the same thing with my staff. So Don was a little bit puzzled or surprised, and he said, "You may be perfect, but others need not be perfect, and then you need to learn follow up." And I don't know whether I learned that very well, but my experience taught me that I have to learn it. I still recall after my daughter's wedding, I had to follow up with the photographer for 3 years to give me the albums. I mean, this is just one example, and follow up is very, very important, and I learned it in hard way. Though I never gave any occasion for my bosses to follow up with me. So this is the ABCD of management. When you delegate the job, you not only have to monitor, but also follow up. And then best is to keep the milestones and see whether the milestones are reached or not. And when the first milestone is missed, automatically the goal definitely has to be expedited, and then follow up is an essential thing. And then for some people, follow up is really important. But for the people who are working very hard, follow up not only doesn't work, but it annoys the people, and it is counterproductive. So in fact, I got some experience also, saying some of the staff, they would feel that you are peeping through, I mean, over their shoulders, or some people call it backseat driving. So, in spite of it, I still say that follow up is the prerogative of the boss, and milestones, and a frequent review, and the lessons learned from after completing each project are essential. Uh, this is the ABCD of management. F for the follow up, M for the milestones, and R for review, frequent review, you can call it, and L is for the lessons learned after the job is over. Signing off, Rajsekhar Pola Pragada. F for follow up.